when the court ruled that Peter Liang would not be sentenced to prison for the murder of Akai Gurley, an unarmed black man. All of Chinatown rejoiced.
Families lit paper lanterns and filled the night with lion dance.
Children played with firecrackers until the street smelled like gunpowder.
Every Asian in Brooklyn marked their calendars a second Chinese New Year.
An excuse to paint their doors with Akai's blood until the community was doused in red. The day Peter Liang was spared.
The doors read, 1 tragedy, 2 victims.
But I've never heard the story of a scapegoat killing a black sheep.
Never known a slaughter to be a fluke,
an accident.
A good cop with bad aim
still had his finger on the trigger. By ricochet or bullseye, a bullet always finds its way to a black man's back in America. The mistake was still murder.
Peter,
you never did carry a burden of a nation.
Your conviction is not akin to carrying a cross.
You are no Korean Jesus. If anything, you are the Chinese Cain who killed Abel in an alleyway, slayed a brother of color as an offering to a white messiah. His corpse proved that the American dream can only exist if we become who we were born to hate, to believe that the silver lining is the sight of a bullet we finally get to shoot. I mean, do you know the history of your forefathers?
No, not the boat people who braved oceans in search for a better life.
We're talking about America's first policemen.
19th century slave patrol,
whose oppression of slaves was their definition of a better life. Is this why you wanted to wear a badge in the first place? To dawn blue? Because dragon red felt like draping yourself with immigration papers.
A reminder this country would rather call you peril.
Call you rats.
Call you the bones laid in between railroad tracks.
That you would rather garments in blood if it means you lean on the very people who mistook your face for a gook
instead of the goat you claim to be.
How well you do them proud.
Taking a black boy from his family
and cry self-defense.
That you were scared for your life?
No, ain't that white privilege? Killing a black man will blame both the victim and the hero.
The conflict between the Asian and black community
has always been prayer hands against raised fists. Asians know how to stay silent and play dead.
Perhaps killing black men is how the police teach them to learn our game.
Your freedom is not justice, Peter.
It is stepping in the boots of oppression.
It is taking the path most traveled and getting praise.
A reminder that your face is a carbon copy excuse for the same problem. We do not
cherry-pick the gold in your skin to escape the blame either, though you are not welcome in my home. I can't help but notice the family resemblance. You look like everything I could be if I just play along.